Word of the day is pressure. So pressure defines as a continuous physical force exerted on or against an object by something it is in contact with. Or you can do an attempt to persuade or coerce someone into doing something. And you know what that's called? That's called peer pressure. Do you ever go somewhere and then you see a bunch of your friends getting something, but then you know good to well you've been working so hard for that. Like you wanted to save up that amount of money to buy what you want. But because you see all your friends getting it, you want to get it too. But you know what that's called? Peer pressure. And what we're not going to accept is peer pressure. We're not going to accept pressure in general because we are not going to allow the outside enemies, the outside world to embarrass us, because you know what? We are the children of God. We are not allowed to allow that kind of pressure to be exerted onto us. We are the subjects. We are of God. We are who we are. We cannot allow the people of the world to hurt us, to harm us, and we must stand against and build a fence around our hearts and around us in general. We're not going to embarrass ourselves. We're going to allow them to do what they please. But when you are a child of God, you act of God. You're not supposed to show up and show out. That is not who you are. You're supposed to show up and show out for God, but not for them. And like I said before, you cannot embarrass yourself. That means you cannot allow them to pressure you into certain situations. And so whenever you have trouble or trials that you cannot get through by yourself, because you know that pressure is getting too hard to where you feel like you're about to pop, that's when you call on Jesus. That's when you say, Jesus, I need your help. Lord God, I need your help. And you need it right now. Lord God, I ask that you help me right now, Lord God. I'm asking and you're praying and you continue that prayer, because pressure is going to get so hard on you that you feel like you're about to explode. You feel like you're going to give in. You feel like you're going to be exalted. You feel like you are easily coerced. Matter of fact, you feel like you're becoming gullible. And we're not going to allow that. So the overall lesson here today and the encouragement of today is to not allow the outside enemy to allow that pressure to be exalted onto you to where you show your other side. Because once you get baptized, you are no longer who you used to be. You are now the new person. You are now a child of God. You are now who God has you to be. But that pressure will get hard and the devil will make sure of it. But it's your choice. It is your mind. Don't allow that pressure to make you feel like you cannot do what you really want to do in life. Don't allow the world to determine your decisions. So like I said before, the lesson here today is don't allow that pressure to be exalted so forcefully onto you to where you feel like you're about to pop.